Are you looking for depth at certain positions? Are you okay with your depth at free safety, for example?
You know, I think Kyle and John Lynch do an unbelievable job. They're always looking outside, but just because a tryout happens doesn't mean we're necessarily looking for something.
What about that, the depth at free safety? You know, you got Jimmy Ward. How are things lining up with the guys behind him?
Everything's going good. The guys are working really hard, depth chart-wise. You never want to label a depth chart. Everyone's working. Everyone's getting almost equal reps. But as far as the people that are here now, they're doing a very good job, working hard, and doing everything they can to get better.
Last time we talked to you, you were talking about how Eric Armstead could be a fit at that Leo. Now that you've seen him, but what are your impressions of how he's kind of fitting in there?
He moves well. The concern was I mean, he's so big and he doesn't exactly fit the prototype, but he's so athletic, so long, and he's got a good first step. He just needs to get more comfortable in the things that we're asking him to do physically.
Has he changed his body? He looks.
I can't speak for last year, but he looks lean. He looks in an amazing shape, and he looks good out there.
What have been your initial impressions on Charlotte in the corner?
He's a dog. Yeah, I like him. He's made of the right stuff. His attitude, his mindset is unique for a corner.
He's looking to make the play and be the guy.
He does not want to get beat. Every rep is so important to him. He doesn't care who he's going against. It's a tremendous mindset when you get a guy like Richard, who's so focused on what he's capable of and about him and how he's going to win, and the man in front of him has no bearing on what he's about to do.
In Jacksonville, it seemed you ran a lot of over fronts. Are you running more under fronts here? Or are you switching it up? How's that work?
We're switching it up. We didn't have Jacksonville didn't have the Sam linebacker that we have here. You have Ahmad Brooks, Eli Harold, Dakota Watson. They're built to be on the ball, and because of that, we were more Jacksonville's more over front. Here, we have the ability to keep that presence of them on the ball, so we can send them in pressure and have that element to our defense.
Compares your defense to what Seattle runs. I mean, do you have the personnel to be like Seattle, or do you see it changing in different ways? I mean, how close to Seattle's system will your system end up being?
I don't know about, from a personnel standpoint, it's our job to find the best way to utilize every player's talent. To say it's going to look like Seattle, it's going to be unique to us. Will you see similarities? Maybe, but there's going to be things that we do that's unique to the entire system when you look at Jacksonville, Atlanta, Seattle, and now the Chargers.
What have you seen from Eric Reed in the box?
Eric is unbelievable from a mental standpoint. He's very, very, very smart, able to absorb a lot of information. He's very long, very athletic. He's strong. He's capable of doing a lot of things down there in the box. So he's, excited. For sure, I'm excited about Eric and what he's capable of.
On the same topic, with Jablowski Tartt, where is his skill set? Is he more of an Eric Reed type in terms of what he can do?
You'll see him. He's playing a little bit of the third. He's kind of I don't want to say tweener. That'd be a bad word. His strong point is wherever you decide to make it, I guess. But JT is very, very, very gifted also. We're very fortunate at that strong safety position to have two guys like JT and Eric Reed, who are both capable of playing at a high level.
Possibly using Jablowski Tartt, talk about tweeners or hybrids, kind of like in the robber scheme where he's kind of spying on the quarterback in certain situations.
You could, like I said earlier, it's our job to find the best way to get the best 11 players on the football field, and eventually the cream will always rise to the top. And it's to try to utilize his strengths to help the team in the best way it can. That's where we'll see, but so early in OTAs and stuff. But he's a very talented athlete.
What's Reuben Foster do at this point in terms of, obviously he's doing individual stuff, but what was his process like on the United States?
Well, he goes through all his meetings. He's very, very smart. He's absorbing all the information that we're giving to him, going through whatever walkthroughs we have. He's just not physically cleared to have one-on-one contact. So he goes through all the individual drills, and then after practice, he's working with Ray Wright to get the conditioning part of it.
From your understanding, I mean, I know it's still early, but is training, the start of training camp still?
I'm not sure.
Aaron Lynch and his conditioning?
Eric's working his tail off. Aaron is, I've been impressed with the way he's come out and approaches his job. He's doing everything he can to get to a spot where he's well conditioned and where he can perform at a high level. So I'm excited to see as we go. It'll be exciting to see him work even more during that month we get off to come back for training camp at where he wants to be.
When you have DeForest Buckner and Eric Armstead standing lining up next to each other, I mean, is that unique size that not many teams can probably put on the field?
Yeah, man, we look good coming off the bus. I mean, they're huge, but you know, you can be big and still not be very effective. But those guys are working so hard at kind of transitioning to our style of play, and once they start understanding that, they have the ability to control the line of scrimmage. It's just whether or not that, you know, they're working hard at it. I'm excited to see them work for sure.
You've been around some defensive backs with big personalities, and you mentioned Richard's mindset. Is that important to the scheme of the defense? You guys run, you know, your physical press style. How important is that mindset into what you guys do specifically?
For every defensive player, to me, that mindset of taking it personal every single snap, to just have an edge to you. I mean, defense is an emotional part of the football game, and to have that mindset, is it a prerequisite? It's not, but you always find the ones that got that dog in them. Just they manage to find a way to get it done.
What kind of interaction does Kyle Shanahan have when he drifts over to the defensive side to talk to you?
Kyle's awesome. Kyle's he's everywhere. You know, it's amazing what his mind's capable of and what he absorbs, and he's over there running 7-on-7s against the defense in our group install. He's involved. He's involved with the offense. He's involved with special teams. I don't know how he does it, but I mean, he does it.
You guys, free agents that were here last year, Chris Jones is one of those guys you brought back. Did you weigh in on that? I mean, after seeing him play here last year, did you have any input on?
We all did as a collectively as a staff. Chris Jones, you can never have enough Chris Jones on your roster. Guys who just stand for all the right things, who work their tail off, and who are actually effective at playing football. It's just, he was very easy. It was a very easy decision on Chris.
Jeff was saying he's not, you know, the most talented guy, but he is effective. Why is he effective?
Because he's going to work harder and longer than you're willing to go.
Briefly discuss Pita. Looked like he had really good get-off coming off the edge today in today's practice. One of the players that I'm really looking forward to seeing in his get-up upfield. Can you just talk about how he's being acclimated into your scheme and how happy you are with his progress thus far?
Pita's good. He's absorbing the information really well also. His game is going to be speed. He's I don't want to say he's undersized, but he is a smaller guy, and so he's got to find a way to utilize that speed and that strength of his to shine. He shows that he's strong enough to do the things that we're asking him to do, but so early in this, it'll be interesting to see how it all transitions once we get pads on. But Pita, he's another one of those guys who works so hard that it's almost impossible for a guy like him to fail.